Football or American football? Two simple ball games which have divided the United States of America and the United Kingdom for years.
My name is Zach Jakubowski, and as someone who's competed in both sports, I'm interested to find out why.
Are sporting cultures in the US and Britain merging? Is there a certain cultural identity being lost? Or should we be embracing this change? British distaste for Americanised culture is evident in online forums and social media. It seems a lot of the uproar has to do with the perceived loss of identity. For example, West Ham's London Stadium is a large multi-purpose arena similar to the style of many NFL stadiums. This is in contrast to the close, intimate nature of the traditional football grounds. There's also a stereotypical view that American fans aren't as passionate as the British ones. Chants are a crucial part of fan culture here, and they aren't visible in the US. On the other hand, there's an impressive sense of community in America, especially seen in college sports. The United States has the largest attendance figures in world sport. Ultimately, there many people feel the two sporting cultures are incompatible with each other. Let's look at the sporting cultures of both countries. In the United Kingdom, being a sports fan is an extension of your own identity. In football especially, there are certain unwritten rules to being a proper fan. Going to the pub with your mates, betting on your team to win every match, and travelling home and away wherever the team goes is the bread and butter of being a proper supporter. But what about across the pond? American sporting culture is somewhat different. Commercialism is the bedrock of US sport. The entertainment, narrative and experience around sporting events are as important as what goes on the pitch. It is a common sight to see American fans enjoying a half-time cheerleader performance with a hot dog and soft drink in one hand. In the United Kingdom, this is practically unheard of. However, in the last decade, it seems as if there has been a crossover between the two sporting cultures. This crossover can easily be seen in the Premier League. The top of the English game has become a billionaire's playground, with 6 out of 20 owners from the United States.
American sports make so much more money than British sports. In 2017, the English Premier League made £3.6 billion, while the American NFL League made £5.7 billion.
Looking at the NBA, Golden State are pricey $25 for a hot dog and a drink deal. British fans feel similar prices may start coming to the UK. This culture exchange hasn't always been met with open arms by the Brits. There has been fan protest at a number of clubs who have new American ownership. Increased emphasis on commercialism has seen ticket prices rise, and the average fan shut out. The Premier League matchday experience has changed. Before kick-off, some clubs dip the floodlights and play huge dance anthems. Just like in basketball, cheerleaders have appeared in the Premier League, and some fans are upset with that, talking about how football is getting Americanised. Ethan Ralph is a British football player with a scholarship in the States. I wondered how he felt being an English football fan in America.
I think I'd try and be as English as I could. I think I'd get more involved in all the chants and that, because I don't like just sitting there and like, sort of clapping, just little cheers here and there. I think I want to get more involved. I don't think the fan culture's there yet. I think it's sort of getting there. They're ridiculed a lot for their chants and that they have by English fans. I think they're sort of getting a bit more with it.
These are the Bournemouth Bobcats. American-born Bournemouth University graduate Justice Stewart used to compete for them. After having 3 magic seasons with the Bobcats, he's now returned to the States. Justice, better known as Iceman, knows what it's like to play in both countries. Hello there, Justice. Could you explain to me the story behind Iceman, the nickname?
Yeah, I like to tell people it's because, I'm cool under pressure and all that, but I think it's more just because my name, Justice, split it up as Just Ice. I think that's where the Iceman came from.
Do you think the cultures are crossing over from America to the UK?
Yeah, the biggest thing I always say about sport culture in England compared to the US is that it's so detached from academics in high school, sports is like becomes people's lives, and but that's through their school. So they have school pride. They say, "Oh, Ohio State has such a great basketball team," and that makes even the people who don't play basketball, they're proud of their basketball team because it kind of represents, it kind of resonates with their identity as the classmates. Whereas you don't really have that here. I think from my experience, people don't really care about Bournemouth University sports nearly the way, and that's just a specific example. I think in university period, people don't care about their university sports the same way they do in America. The bigger difference is kind of the community around it. More people come to watch football games. You get the school involved. A lot of just students and classmates get involved. They love to come and watch. I think that's a big difference.
There is no reason why football or American football should be exclusive to its own countries. Sure, there is some disparity between the two cultures in the nations.
Whether or not some Brits feel the Americanisation is damaging their sport, both countries share passion.
In order for both sports to grow, we as fans need to embrace a change. This would mean accepting American sports culture, to form a proud multicultural sporting community across the pond.